My name is Khushboo Kang and I'm currently in my final year of a double degree. I'm studying a Bachelor of Laws with a Bachelor of Commerce majoring in marketing. I also work as a paralegal at a law firm called Slater & Gordon Lawyers, and my area of expertise is insurance law and personal injury law. Some of the units that I enjoyed studying throughout my degree would be an elective called media law. In this unit I gained an in-depth understanding of issues of causation, confidentiality and privacy issues, as well as misleading and deceptive conduct. Another unit that I really enjoyed studying was a marketing unit called Marketing and Management Law. And in this unit I gained a legal perspective on issues of trade secret, patents and copyright, as well as a marketing approach towards those issues, and that was something that I really enjoyed. My views on ethics is shaped by the utilitarian perspective, which is based on the classical views of Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mills. These philosophers were strong advocates for the notion that actions and decisions that maximize utility or mitigate harm should be favored over any other alternatives. In this way, I believe that the human mind is conditioned to subconsciously assess the morality of a particular decision and then take the appropriate step based on that assessment. From a corporate perspective, such ethical issues can arise when a business wants to create a marketing campaign for a particular product that they wish to introduce to the market. In this case, a utilitarian approach will consider not only the other aspects of the marketing campaign, but mostly the overall message that the campaign presents to the target market, as well as any negative imputations that can arise. My career as a lawyer would be filled with difficult moral decisions, many of which will not have a clear line drawn between what is an immoral and what is a moral act. In these instances, the utilitarian framework of ethics provides a clearer motivation to complete an action. Although this approach has been criticised for being a more calculated approach to decision making, I believe that it yields a certain type of result where I can see the rewards and the downturns of my actions potentially in the future. The most important ethical duty on a lawyer is to act in the best interests of a client, and I believe this is the foundation of the utilitarian approach. This means that I have to make sure that every process or every stage of the client's claim is ensuring that it results in an overall benefit towards them. Another ethical issue that I could be faced with if I was to work in my dream position as an in-house lawyer for a news channel would be an issue of publication and whether the identity of a particular person should be revealed for a news report or a news story. Here, a utilitarian perspective would involve considering the impact that identification would have on the viewer's perspective, as well as it would have on that particular person in question's reputation and the overall message that the publication presents. This approach will clearly help in preventing an action of defamation against the news channel from that individual. And I do understand that this approach has also been criticised because it allows immoral acts to be justified. I don't agree with this criticism because I feel that if an act is immoral, it will not meet the utilitarian assessment in the first place. And this will mean that a course of action would not be chosen to be gone through with. Another ethical issue that is commonly presented to a criminal lawyer is defending a person that has killed another person. In applying a utilitarian framework, I would be required to make a judgment on whether the act was necessary to minimize the bad, which involves considering whether the act was done as a result of self-defense or manslaughter. If in the alternative it was just a murder in cold blood, my moral views would not allow me to defend that person. And that is how I adopt my views on philosophy into my future career. In regards to corporate social responsibility, I believe that it is crucial for businesses to be involved in society, as well as reduce any negative impact that their activities could have on the economic, social and environmental aspects of society. As a lawyer, I would like to be mindful of CSR responsibility and contribute to society by taking up pro bono legal work. This would mean providing legal assistance to those in society who would not otherwise be able to access justice. This is a program that shows commitment of a firm to overall justice, as it would help disadvantaged members of the community with not only crimes that they've been accused or charged of, but also in regards to issues of education, employment opportunities, policy and law reform. It looks at the greater good of an action, which also follows a utilitarian perspective. And many firms also have a no-win, no-fee policy, which basically means that a client is not required to pay for legal fees without winning the case. This policy is fundamentally focused on CSR responsibility, and it also shows a firm's commitment to society and their resources.